So look, 99% of agency owners out there fail, and in today's video, I want to go over the top 5 reasons of why that happens. So let's kick off with reason number 1. Now, reason number 1 is that you count yourself out before you even begin. Now, a lot of excuses I hear is that people think they're too young to start Smma, people think they're too old to start Smma, people are in school, don't really have time to after school, or like I don't ever have time to do outreach, I don't really have time to do the ads, etc. because I go to school, I have sports on the side, and trust me guys, I was that guy. But what I was doing at the start of my agency journey is that I called literally in my lunch breaks. So at my lunch break, I went to a group room and I started calling businesses, cold calling. And a lot of you guys might say, listen, I don't want to do that. I literally want to hang out with my friends at lunch break, etc. And you have to make a commitment. Do you want to make this happen or you don't? So this is some things you have to sacrifice, and some of the things that I sacrificed, which was spending the lunch with my friends. Of course, you don't have to do this every day. Maybe you can do it some days in the lunch break, or you can do it after you get home, depending if you have time for that. And I hear a lot of excuses about, I'm way too young for this, I can't start, people will not take me seriously. And trust me, I've been talking to people that are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds that are running successful agencies. And running an agency is not the same as 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was these big firms that were doing advertising, they were going in an office, they had so many people working on everything. But today, in 2023, a lot of it is going remote, because working remotely can be really, really efficient. A lot of people did it in lockdown and just kept doing it now. So if you have the skill set and you have the knowledge to succeed, you will succeed. If you keep on going consistently with the outreach, if you keep on learning, it doesn't really have to start an agency on your own. You can literally join an agency as a salesman or a media buyer, do their ads, etc. You have so many opportunities within the Smma space, within the online space. So that is by far the number 1 reason that people fail, that are making excuses and they're counting themselves out because they think they're not good enough. So number 2 is you are trying to find out all the information before you even start. And guys, trust me, I'm getting these questions all the time, what is the best script, what is the best niche, how can I be successful in cold calls. People are just trying to figure out everything before they're even doing action. And I'm telling you guys right now, listen guys, one of the biggest mistakes I made, and a mistake probably you guys have made as well, or I'm making right now, that you are watching all these YouTube videos about Smma, the best cold call script, the best outreach script, what is the best outreach method. Maybe you're watching my videos, maybe you're watching Imaga's videos, and you are taking notes. You're writing down notes about the video, what are you gonna say, everything. You're trying to learn as much as possible, and you're not doing any action. And trust me guys, taking notes, it's good. It's good taking some notes, watching some videos about what to do, getting some general knowledge, but if you don't take action, you're not gonna achieve shit. So what I did in the beginning, I was doing a lot of research. Of course, I bought this course and I learned a lot from it, and that's great. But doing all this research before you even start is not worth it. I'm gonna tell you something that that helped me so much. A lot of people watch videos about cold calls, what to say, and they really don't understand what this means, what they're saying, what it really means, how can you implement this in your calls. What you do is that you are gonna pick up the phone, you're gonna call businesses, you're gonna get questions, you don't know what how to answer them, and you're just gonna you're gonna learn from it. You're gonna record your calls, you're gonna go in again, and you're gonna listen. What did this guy say? Why didn't I understand it? What could I have said? And then you're gonna find out what you're gonna say, because then you're gonna learn and you're gonna know exactly how you can implement this in your own cold calls. Because by doing action yourself, instead of just watching, something will eventually happen. You will sign your first client. And then after you have made these cold calls and you're watching maybe a new video, you quite literally can connect that video into some of your outreach. Okay, I should have said this here, or maybe I implement this when the guy on the cold call says this. And you can literally implement and combine what you learn with what you have done yourself. So trust me guys, if you go and do 10 cold calls today or tomorrow, you're gonna learn so much more from watching 2-hour videos of people doing cold calls, or what script is the best, is this the best thing for this, etc. By literally throwing yourself out there, even if you fail, failing, that's good, because you're gonna learn from it. You learn the most from your failures, not your wins. So by throwing yourself out there, making mistakes, you're gonna learn so much. Now the third mistake people are making, and one huge mistake I made myself, is choosing multiple niches. Now by choosing multiple niches, it's like having like different agencies. Like the script you're going to use is different, what service delivery you're going to use is different, because it really depends on what the client needs, what the client sells, like what kind of service or business, like what kind of business they have, which really depends on your offer, your script to them, how you're gonna close them as a client. Like everything is just different. So by having and niching down to like one specific niche is gonna make everything a lot easier, and you're gonna be an expert in that field. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. At the start of my agency journey, I didn't pick a specific niche. I just went around, tried every single niche there is, and try different scripts. Like nothing worked for me really. And then I asked in the course, like, what does this happen to me? Why am I not getting, like, why are my responses so shit, etc. And they asked, what do you do? What is your niche? And I was like, yeah, I haven't really decided for a niche yet, like I haven't really niche down. And they told me, niche down right now. Because when you niche down, like you're gonna know so much more about that specific niche, and you're gonna know what to say, you're gonna know their language, how they speak, like different terms that they use. And that's what I did. Like the niche I chose was real estate. And the thing is, guys, like this is quite fun as well. I started calling real estate agents within that first day, and I literally took 3 calls and I got an intro call for that 3rd call. And I'm serious when I say this, guys. I booked it for an intro call, I got an intro call to a demo call, and I closed that demo call. So that was literally my first ever client, and this client paid me $1,000 as well. So that was literally my first payment ever online, and it was crazy to me. So listen, guys, don't choose multiple niches. Try to niche down and learn as much as possible about this one niche. Found something that works for this niche and keep doing it. For me, that was cold calls for real estate agents, and yeah, it was incredible. Now the 4th mistake I'm seeing is that people are trying to do it all. Like when it comes to service delivery, like especially in the start when you're maybe alone, or most likely alone, or maybe with a partner, choosing like a lot of different services can be quite difficult. Like if you choose SEO, website design, doing ads, if you're choosing a lot of different services that you provide, it can actually impact you negatively rather than positively. Of course, if you are a big agency with a lot of people that are working for you, like having a lot of these different services, and of course that can be better because you can charge more and you can help your client more. But by having like this small agency at the start, having so many different services can impact you negatively rather than having a specific service like doing ads or doing website design or SEO and specific and do that perfectly. Now the 5th and last mistake that people are making is that they're starting in like the e-com niche, like e-commerce. Like why is this a big mistake that I see people make? Like if you're doing this by yourself and you're just starting out with no experience, going in trying to helping e-commerce, like e-com clients that already have a basic knowledge of marketing, is going to be really, really difficult. And the thing with e-commerce is that if you are really good at going into this space and teaching people, you can scale it a lot more. It's like if you are helping people in the ecom space, it's a lot easier to scale. Like if you have products that you sell online, it's really easy to scale and sell this to a lot of people all over the world, rather than doing dentists maybe, where people are taking it in and they have a specific time frame that they need to fit all these people in. So if you want to learn more about Smma and trying to close your first clients, remember to subscribe down below, like this video, and comment where you are in the Smma space right now. And I appreciate for you guys watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.